Welcome, fellow dairy farmers. Last week was an eventful week on the farm as one of our manure tanker trucks ended up upside down in the woods. Our truck was involved in an accident which caused a traffic fatality, so it was not a good scene. This is a view from one of our other trucks where the accident took place. Our truck driver was driving down a county road and came to an intersection with another county road, and a person in a car stopped at the stop sign and pulled out right in front of the truck. There was no possibility of the truck avoiding the accident, and he hit the car at 45 miles an hour. Here is the view of the truck I took a few months ago. You can see that it's not an easy truck to miss sight of, so there was no excuse for the accident. Here's a view taken the day before the accident of the truck. That was the before pictures. Here's the pictures afterwards. This just shows the cab of the truck after the accident. The roof of the truck was crushed down after rolling over and sliding into the trees in the woods. It's miraculous that the driver of the truck survived without serious life-threatening injuries. Yes, there were injuries, pretty serious, but not life-threatening. Our driver was traveling at 45 miles an hour with a full load of 5,500 gallons of liquid manure. Unfortunately, the automobile driver did not survive the accident. We have dash cam video of the accident, but I will not share it with you out of respect for the accident victims. My name is Bruce, and most farmers drive tractors, but I drive a wheelchair. My family is sixth generation dairy farmers here in Wisconsin. My great-great-great-grandfather came from Germany in 1849 to start farming in Wisconsin. We are the proud caretaker of 1,200 Holstein cows. With that, we say goodbye to our yellow Peterbilt truck that served us well for many years and has done its variety of jobs throughout the farm. All I can ask as we say goodbye is that everyone out there, please pay attention when you drive and do not take chances. Also, respect farm machinery and be patient and let them do their job. As any farmer knows, that in spite of any kind of missteps or mishaps, you have to get back to work and keep going. So here we are, keeping going and emptying the manure pit. This field is about 5 miles from the home farm, so we are hauling with the trucks as we empty into the dumpster. As you can see here, he's going to pull ahead and empty into the dumpster. From the dumpster, it goes through the hose that's behind the tractor to the main pump, and the main pump is on the truck with the boom on it. And from the main pump, it gets pumped through that hose out to the field to the tractor. Here we're taking the trip out to the tractor. You can see it's quite a ways back there, but we've got enough hose to make it, and we get it back to the tractor. As we get closer here, you can see that we till the field, apply this manure at an angle, and I'll show you in a little bit why we do that. It all has to do with the length of hose you need. Here he's just finishing up the last of the corners in this half of the field. We try and cover as much of the field as we can, and as he gets into the corner it's kind of a little bit of jogging around to get done what he can. But you can see the hose is right there, and he gets to the corner and just keeps on applying the manure. It gets disked in as he goes. He's finishing up the field now, the last up in the corner, and doing a little bit of the headlands that he missed. Here you see the drag line stretched out in front of you here, and he has to drag that drag line back to the other half of the field so he can do the other half. We put the feeder hose down the center of the field, and then the drag line is attached to that. Here he's just dragging the hose back to the other side of the field so he can work and incorporate the manure into the other half of the field. He's not incorporating the manure here, he's just dragging the hose out so that he's not pulling it sideways so much across the worked up portion of the field. He's got the drag line pulled out to where he needs it down the center of the field, and so he's just heading back to start incorporating the manure. He'll start in the center of the field here and work his way up, but there you see the drag line. He pulled it all the way and stretched it out so that he's not dragging so much hose across the worked up field. The hose actually pulls pretty hard, and he's got a lot of weight on that disc, so it incorporates very well. It's not small potatoes. It takes some horsepower and some weight to move this hose and the disc around. He's incorporating now, and you can see here he does a good job of incorporating the manure deep into the soil. And if you look real closely at the end of the green hose close to the ground, you can see the manure flowing out of the green hose, and it gets incorporated immediately after hitting the ground. Here's another aerial view of us unloading the trucks into the dumpster. Just out in the field. We set up in a corner of the field, and as long as it's dry, we can keep running the trucks. Here's a view from one of our trucks as he approaches the field and gets ready to dump. So I appreciate you watching this, and again, I just please urge safety for all of you drivers out there and respect the farm vehicles. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, please like and subscribe. See you next video.